Okay, so today we're going to look at planning a trip. I know I talked to you about this yesterday, but this is some information that you're going to need to know. So when we're planning a trip and we're going to go be traveling by car, you need to look at gas prices. So if we suppose your car has a highway fuel consumption, this is how much fuel they use per 100 kilometers, of 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers, how much gas would you use on a 650 kilometer trip? Now, the first thing we're going to have to look at is we're going to look at fuel consumption times distance. Okay, because when we multiply all these out, it's just going to end up using liters as our unit. So we can do 8.5 divided by 100 times 650. We end up with 55.25 liters. Now, when we're looking at this, if gas costs $1.22 per liter, or 122 cents, 0.5 per liter, how much do you spend on gas for this trip? So what we need to do first is change it from cents to dollars, because we want to know in dollars, because that makes more sense to us. Then we're going to have fuel used times gas price. We have 55.25 liters, which we found up here, times the $1.225 per liter, and it ends up costing us $67.68. Alright, another question very similar to that. It's a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same. We just don't actually have to find out the final price we're going to end up having. We're just looking at fuel consumption here. So suppose your car has a city driving fuel consumption of 13.5 liters per 100 kilometers. How much would you spend if you drive 15 kilometers across town? Now, cars are a little bit worse in the city. We've got that as opposed to what we had before. So we do fuel consumption times distance again. We've got 13.5 divided by 100. We're always going to divide it. So this number, you always do this divided by this. So 13.5 divided by 100 times our distance, times 15. And we find that we only use 2 liters. But that's actually a fair bit when you're using that every single time you drive. Okay, so you're going to be working on your worksheet. You're actually planning a trip to the Calgary Stampede. Now, it's going to take you roughly 30 to 35 hours to drive there. So you need to find 4 cities at least that you're going to stop at along the way. Okay, you can drive through the States or you can drive through Canada. If you're driving through the States, you're driving through the northern states. You're probably going to come up through Montana. Okay, but you still want to make sure that you have 4 cities. Check with Google Maps or MapQuest or some sort of mapping thing on the internet to see what cities you're going to stop at along the way.